Hey YouTube, it's Bible Team. Lord, I've had a big 2 days of school. It's been exciting, but at the same time a little bit unnerving. But anyway, I know I'm wearing the same shirt that I did in my first Famicom rant video, and I know I'll put a minor note on there about what it says on the back, and just to give you proof, that's what the back of it looks like. But anyway. Other than that, I'm here to bring you another video game review. This time of Atari's successor to the 2600. It was to replace the Atari 5200 right after it failed because of the bad controllers that had with the system. It was released in 1984, right during the video game crash. It did okay for the market at some point in time, but it didn't have as much games as the 2600. It was completely wiped out in the market by Nintendo's NES and Sega's Master System. But anyway, it's also backwards compatible with 2600 games, and the system is the Atari 7800. Which this is not really the 7800, but it's the Atari Flashback, the Atari Flashback 1. I do have an Atari 7800, but it's I can't get it to work because I don't have the proper RF hookups. I mean, it works, it powers on just fine, but anyway. It was made to basically compete with the NES, but it got completely wiped out. Anyway, let's take a look at the lookup of the makeup of the system. You got your power button. It's like a click on, click off thing, and then you've got your power light, which probably was not standard at the time of game consoles, but eventually that would become a standard. You got a reset button here. Now this is kind of different from the reset button on the Flashback 2. Instead of it starting the game for you, it resets the entire system entirely, kind of like a home button on the Coleco head-to-head play-and-play system that I recently reviewed. You got two controller ports here. Now these are the 9-pin controller ports, similar to the Atari 2600. So the controllers are changeable. They take the same plug. You can also use Sega Genesis controllers with it, but I would not use the controllers for the any Atari system with the Sega Genesis because it might mess up your game system. I'm not sure. I don't really know much about it, but anyway, on the back here, you got your power jack right here, and right here is your video jack and audio jacks. And these are quite convenient. It's unlike the Atari Flashback 2, where they're hardwired into the system. And if you break the AV cables that come with the system, you can just go ahead to Radio Shack and buy new ones. But anyway, let's take a look at the controller here. Here's the little controller plug. Here's the controller itself. You got a joystick. It moves a little stiff, but it's not a problem. You got pause and select buttons, which these were not on the original controllers. They were actually on the system itself, but they put them on here for more convenience. You got two action buttons. This is your main button. This one usually is a secondary button. But if you're playing a 2600 game, both of them do the same thing, since the original 2600 only had one button. Comes with another controller here. If I can get this untangled. Well, sorry about that. You got a power cord right here. Now this is kind of interesting. The cord sticks out from above instead of down here. That's quite confusing why they would do that. You got a little power plug right here, and this one is quite different from the stupid blue tip power plug that was on the original 7800, one that people really hate. I don't know why they hate it. It worked it worked okay. I mean, the system powers on just fine, but it's just I just don't have the proper RF hookups for the regular 7800. I don't have that many games either. But anyway, AV cables, you already know what they used to look like. But anyway, let's plug this thing up and see what kind of games we got here. I'll try and review 3 games for it. So I'll see you here in a moment. Okay, I gotta hurry with this, so turn on the system. Okay, there's your BIOS screen. That's what you see when you turn on. You have a choice of 20 games. You have to tilt up and down on the joystick. You can't go across. But anyway, let's get started. Let's try Centipede here. As you can see, the graphics are very good for its time. Die, die, solve my problems with violence, die. Yeah, but this is actually the same thing, same arcade classic, but it's got better graphics than 2600. Anyway, enough of that. Let's go to, let's see here. Trying to find another good game here that's on. Now I think the graphics for this game is actually very good. Okay. Yeah, but anyway. And then we'll try a 2600 game to show you what it looks like on here. Okay, Crystal Castles. This is the one with the bear in it, with the maze. Anyway, press the red button to start it. You gotta collect gems in it, but they look kind of like dots. But anyway, let me show you the pause feature on this. It's what it looks like when it's paused. Press pause to unpause. And you use select to select what game you want. But other than that, there's really nothing more to it. Okay, I'm running out of time here, so I'm going to show you one more thing here. Now I know this is totally weird, but you can highlight the cartridge slot on the little pixelated system. When you press the button, it gives you information about the console itself. I don't have time to read this, but you probably can't read that. But anyway, press the button again, it goes back to the menu. Okay, I've got to do my finishing thoughts here in 3, 2, 1. Okay, my finishing thoughts on the Atari 7800, or the Atari Flashback. This system was mildly popular at its time, and I actually liked the 7800 a little more than the 2600, despite that there were not so many games released for it. And some of them were just remakes of some old 2600 games, but anyway, I would definitely add this to your Atari collection. It's a very good system. You can find either the Atari 7800 or the Atari Flashback on eBay. I'm not sure how much they cost. You can also find the Atari Flashback probably at a brick and mortar store, but I'm not really sure. But anyway, I would definitely get this. It defines classic, just like the Atari 2600. And I gotta tell you the truth, I actually like Atari as a video game company. It's actually a very nice game company at its time. It was a great game company at its time. But anyway, this review is over. And, well, that's all there is to say about it. And, I'll see you next time.